65 million people live in China. This is 1338. By 1850, this number has grown to 430 million. This dynamic increase fueled China's economic growth, an economy based on agriculture. 2,000 years ago, the Chinese domesticate citrus. Pioneers of the citrus industry improved methods and developed more resistant varieties through natural and deliberate grafting. China is the origin of many varieties of citrus, including some grown in my very own hometown of Mesa, Arizona, at a local citrus orchard known as the Orange Patch. The Orange Patch is a family-run and operated citrus farm. The operation opened in 1962 and currently produces over an area of about 160 acres.
Our main crop is oranges. Navel oranges are the most popular. They come into season about Thanksgiving time, and then they go until about the 1st of April. We've shipped fruit all over the country, but the navel oranges is the main business. Pink and red grapefruit, lemons, tangerines, Kinos, Arizona Sweets, Valencias, Angelos. Sweet orange scab. We have to have the USDA come out and hand inspect the oranges. They have to be near perfect before we can ship them or send them. It takes a lot of time and extra money. We've had to start washing the fruit with like actual dunk tape with peroxide. We work with SRP and you order what you need. Irrigate. I think it's every 10 days in summertime and every 2 weeks in the winter. For the cold season, when it freezes, like last year we had 5 days of freezing weather, you have to have emergency water, and you have to keep the water running and then run wind machines to keep the cold. It used to be ready more like the end of October because the nights were colder, there wasn't all the pavement, and now it takes longer to get color in the oranges and to sweeten them up. So now it really kind of has shortened our season. You notice not all of them have a lot of color to them. There's still some green on them, and it's December.
Population growth and the Orange Patch.
The land's getting more and more valuable to housing and other things, and the farmers can't keep up, you know. So I wish, because that's what we love to do, and that's what we've my husband's been doing this since he was about 7 years old. He grew up right here on the farm, and there's just not, there's less and less property all the time. So.
The Orange Patch's land is becoming more and more valuable to housing developments. Housing developments fueled by the increasing population. Today, China accounts for nearly 20% of the world's population, an astounding 1,385,000,000 people. Correspondingly, China is one of the leading producers of citrus in the world, producing 17 million metric tons in mandarins alone this year. Fruit is one of China's earliest products to be commercialized, and it is also among the most developed industries in rural China. However, due to a lack of regulations, citrus farmers are repeatedly in a disadvantaged position, losing profit and lowering overall competitive capacity of the industry. The lower quality appearance of a great amount of Chinese citrus can also be attributed to this lack of standards. The Chinese citrus industry faces a problem much more grave than the Orange Patch faces with sweet orange scab. Huanglongbing, or yellow dragon disease, is probably the worst of citrus diseases. It is caused by vectored pathogens spread by insects. There is no cure. Scientists are currently looking into the possibility of creating a genetically modified organism resistant to the disease. However, due to the fact that no naturally immune orange was found during a global search, creating such an organism entails serious questions of its acceptability to consumers. The true problem here, overshadowing China's unstandardized citrus production, sweet orange scab disease affecting the orange patch, and even yellow dragon disease, is one concerning a much bigger picture. As citrus and all other food production systems solve problems they encounter, an increase in food surplus is inevitable, and as a result, the ailment of the human condition is further intensified. What, you may ask, is this extreme illness? It is the undisciplined population growth of our people. Every second, 4 babies are born into the world, and less than 2 people leave. As put by Professor Albert Bartlett, the greatest shortcoming of the human race is our inability to understand the exponential function.